Hey, welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers lunch stream. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to another show. Hope everyone's doing well. Had a lot of information that was put out yesterday. Crazy amount of information put out yesterday. So I'm sure we'll get some questions on that. We've got some roster reviews to do today, and we'll get to your questions as soon as we can. If you have questions, go ahead and get them in. And the soulless ones, Sanely Red, we'll scoop them up. Speaking of which, so Sanely, what's going on, brother?
Not too much. Going good.
Yeah. Dr. Finn's here as well.
It's Friday. Gonna get down on Friday.
Oh, gee.
Yesterday was Thursday. Tomorrow is Saturday.
Okay, let's stop this right now before this gets ridiculous.
Which day will I take?
I'll meet all you communists. Also joining us is the mechanic Graham. Thank God he's not singing.
You gotta get me a lot more drunk to do that.
See, that's why you're a good man. Also joining us is the one.
I'm gonna get you drunk. Get you drunk off my homes. My homes. My home.
That's horrifying.
My lovely lady luck.
No, stop it. Also joining us is the Thunder Jedi, who will also not be singing.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And last but not least, with the sweary daughter, dancing daughter, fishy feet daughter, I don't know who's in the background, but the one and only Mike is here as well.
So is Friday named after the Frigga?
Yeah.
Most of the wife.
Most of the days of the week are named after the Norse gods.
That one always cracks me up. But hey ho, happy Friday.
Yeah. See, you learn
Happy
something
friggin'
every day. Yeah. See, like Thursday is named after Thor. I mean, it's just the way it goes. You know, I mean, this is how we kind of took pagan rituals and made them, kind of incorporated them into the Christian thing, and there you go.
Yuff. God, what's that goddy thing? It was only on for one series, 8 episodes.
Which one?
With the one with Mr. Wednesday, who turns out to be Odin. It's got 2 British actors in it, Ricky something or other.
What's the name of it?
Oh, I can't think of what it's called now.
Ricky Gervais, you're talking about?
No, he's a black guy. Ricky, I want to say Ricky Little, but maybe it's not him. But it's the one where you've got the old gods, and then you've got the new gods, and the new gods are like commerce and email and Google and stuff. It's a wicked series. Anyway, I digress. How many reviews do we have today? He says filling time because everyone's like, what?
We have 2 roster reviews today.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're trying to get caught up in all our roster reviews, so... Oh, Christ. So, yeah, let's get into... What?
I called up Sweary and asked her to do my Galactic War run, and she managed to lose on the last one.
Oh,
How?
wow.
How'd you lose on Galactic War?
She doesn't know what she's doing.
And it was a Vader lead.
I mean,
oh, well.
She probably picked a Ugnaught team or something, and she's like, I wonder what happened.
Yeah, must have done.
Or she put on auto, and it's just, I mean, all you have to do is do multi-sim. I don't even know why she's fighting the battles anyway.
No, she normally plays them rather than autos them.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
She also, like her sister, is not a natural brunette. American Gods. There we go. Thank you. What else?
Oh, there you go.
American Gods. Cool series.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Well, that's science.
First series.
Yeah, that's science. All right, so let's get into. Let's see here. Let's get into our first one. The first one we're doing today is Vex Virus's profile, and they are in SCS Black Sun. Dr. Finn, what do they need from us today?
All right, so Vex Virus is trying to figure out where he should go. So right now, his next goal is to get Jedi Training Rey the next time she comes. He also is, so we want to make sure that he's farming on track, so he wants to make sure we're on track with that for his farming. He wants to see if he can solo Heroic's pit, so the Rancor raid. So he's trying to see what he can do in order to solo the pit raid and do some decent damage in Heroic AAT. So those are 2 things. And then just a general look at his roster in terms of if he's missing anything, where he should focus up to and after Jedi Training Rey. And then, of course, also mods, making sure his mods are okay, help with his arena team, and where his next couple Zetas should go.
All right, let's start at the top of the list. So he wants to know where he sits for JTR.
Correct. He's planning for the next time she comes, which is going to be August, September.
Well, let's look at his resistance.
Actually, I should say September, October, 3 months.
All right, he does have BB-8 at 5 stars, so he's going to have to do better with the mission to get him to 7 stars.
His first order are on their way, so he has a 7-star type pilot, he has a 7-star crew, he has a 6-star regular Kylo, and he has a 7-star Phasma and first order officer.
So yeah, it's just
almost at the point.
Yeah, he's at the point where he should be able to do it. So that's not an issue. So we have to get BB-8, but the real thing is BB-8's one part, and then we've got the. They got to look at old Han and Chewie, the Avide brothers. Wait, are they? Yeah, veteran Han, 4 stars, but Chewie 4 stars. All right, we're gonna have to farm the vets like mad. So your Cantina farm, if that's what you want, is JTR, has got to be the veterans. They are a tough farm. They're a long farm. And the way you want to do it is get veteran Han to 5, get Chewie to 5. Get Han to 6, get Chewie to 6. So at least you're in a position by the time it rolls around that if you're close but you're not quite there, that you can at least be in a somewhat position to get the pack and have a chance at it. If not, and then after that, you know, halfway to Han to 7 stars, halfway to Chewie 7 stars. You're just going to incrementally do these things. So that's first of all. So BB-8 looks solid. Looks like you'll be able to get BB-8 to 7 stars for the next go round. And then if you can get your vets started now and get them knocked out, then you can be ready for when JTR comes around next time. And you only need to get them to 85 gear 7. You don't need them at high level with gear. Anybody else disagree with that assessment?
Nope.
All right. What was the next thing, Dr. Finn?
All right, so the next thing is... Hold on, I just lost it. There we go. So the next thing is soloing the pit raid. So Rancor. What team can he put together to solo the Rancor?
Let's look.
He has CLS.
Well, he has CLS, so that's good. Oh,
there you go.
Calling me.
That's all you really need.
I mean, he's got Gear 12 Vader.
I mean, let's put a team together for him that he could just put it on auto and just kick ass.
Vader,
So
he doesn't have
Thrawn.
He doesn't have Vader's lead Zeta though.
You don't need it.
Mm-mm.
You don't need it, but you can't auto it with it, I don't think.
Yes, you can. I do it all the time.
Yeah, but not with the Gear 8 CLS.
No, I don't use CLS. I use Vader. Vader, Tarkin, Jin.
You're naming characters he doesn't have. That's the problem.
Well, he has Vader. He has Tarkin.
He has Vader, but yeah.
He's got a Gear 12 Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Where's his Jin?
Nowhere.
Oh, okay.
Nowhere.
Six. She's 6-star. 6-star and level 60. Okay.
Work on that.
You need turn meter reducers. So that's essentially what you're looking for. You can do a Vader lead. I actually don't have an issue with Vader lead. You can do CLS and Thrawn as 2 others. So you get more turn meter removal there.
I need to upload. I did an Akbar Wampa. You know what we use for phase 3 and 4 of the heroic tank? That's a quick pit raid squad, I tell you.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Yeah. Lately I've been doing a GK lead, Hermit Yoda, Thrawn, Raid Han, and CLS.
Has he got a Rex?
No. Rex, Qui-Gon, Tusken Raider, Tebow, those were the characters I was looking for, but I don't see them.
He's got Rex at 5-star Gear 7, level 70.
Yeah, so that's not going to help.
He needs him 7-star.
He's also got 5-star Gear 6 GK.
Who else can you run? Interesting.
So he could do Vader, Thrawn, Tarkin,
CLS, and I can't figure out a 5th.
and the 5th.
Maybe a Leia, so you have a triple tap attempt at the turn meter reduction with Vader?
Yeah, but Leia's going to proc Leia's going to speed it up, isn't he? Isn't she even?
What do you mean?
Well, if each time she hits the Rancor, it's going to speed up, isn't it? Because she's going to crit a lot. And
Well, Vader's turn meter removal is Empire and Sith only.
yeah, and she's neither of
right.
those.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, what about?
I mean, until he gets his OG Han up, he could use TIE Fighter pilot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Empire.
Yeah.
They'll give him more turn meter reduction, and he hits hard.
And he
so-
puts tenacity down,
You know,
which is always good. Yeah.
He'll be a decent fill-in spot until he can get one of the other guys up.
The other one maybe is Boba. In order to make use of the stacking dots from Vader.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's Zeta Leader 2, isn't it?
Yeah, that's only Vader is Zeta.
Yeah, so no Boba. Yeah, I think that would have to be his team then. Vader, CLS, Tarkin, Thrawn, and TIE Fighter pilot.
Yeah.
I think you can solo it. I don't know about auto. I don't think you can auto that team
Not
because
yet.
you'll want
It's
to.
just not there yet for the gear stuff. I mean, if they're all gear 12, possibly, but you know, the team that I run is, of course, JTR. JTR will help you easily solo the Rancor. There's lots of teams that you can use to solo the Rancor, but it's really a gear check for you at this point. You know, you're going to have to get them to where they're hitting hard enough in their high enough gear to do the abilities and damage that you need to get past the Rancor. Because I can put it on auto, but I run GTR, BB-8, Jin, Thrawn, and CLS. I put it on auto, done. You know, I can do some of that for the Heroics AT raid with that team as well. So it's a tricky slope. You're just going to have to. I mean, your first priority is we got to go back. So that's some ideas for your Heroics, the pit raid. But we got to look at your PvP team. So looking at his PvP team, I mean, you seem to be doing okay. You're not doing, you know, I've seen you've been as high as 11, and you're in that mid range right there, in the 20-ish range. What are we seeing with his PvP team?
The team is correct. I'm trying to take a look at his mods right now to see. He is okay. So I can see one thing here. He doesn't have any speed mods, speed set mods.
His resistance is there, only in stars.
That is what will push him over now.
Yeah, I should have recorded it. I went in and completed a few bits using. I've Zeta'd Finn on my ult, 1.4 million galactic power. And if you've got someone that you can borrow their JTR, oh my, you can start 3-star in lots of stuff.
Oh yes,
it's lovely. Yes.
Yeah, he has all his mods correct. It just doesn't have enough.
So the dilemma then is, Finn, we want him farming the Vet Brothers, but he also needs mods. So looking at what he needs for both, what would you recommend would be a good farming plan for him?
Where is he with the veterans again?
4 stars. He is doing the refreshes, he said in chat. I think I've read that.
Okay. So I'm trying to. I have to look at the numbers because I think you gain about 10 shards on average of the veterans a day if you do 3 refreshes. I think it averages out to something around 10. If he's at 4-star with each of them, he's going to need 250 for each character, so that's 500. So if he gets 10 a day, that means he needs 50 days, which is 2 months.
Roughly,
less than 2 months, right?
Right.
And we actually have almost 2.5 to 3 months at least.
So he could do what, 5 days of farming them and then 2 days of mods?
Yeah, I think because you need your mods in order to help with your arena, I would say 5. Yeah, weekends do mods, weekdays do characters.
Yeah.
And then once your vets are done, then you can go ahead and just farm your speed set mods a lot more. Depending on what's happening, obviously the game may change a little bit, but until then, I would say, yeah, the best thing to do is probably 5 and 2. I think that puts you right along the same. Hold on, let me see exactly how much that changes. So if I do, that makes it about 70 days in order to complete all of the characters, both Veteran Han and Veteran Chewie, assuming 10 shards a day, which puts you at just over 2 months. And the event happened in June, like June 15th or something like that. So we're looking July, August, September 15th, 20. Yeah, you would actually be okay, I think, with that. I think 5 and 2 would be a good pace for you. If you find yourself not getting on average 10 shards a day, switch it to 6 and 1. Right? Do mods only on Sunday and do characters on Monday through Saturday.
How many refreshes are you saying for that? Because I'm in a similar
3.
position with my ult. So,
with 3 refreshes.
So it's 300 crystals a day.
Correct.
On right.
Plus your regular energy gets you. I can recalculate it here if need be, but I'm pretty sure because I had it on my sheet when I was farming them. It gets you just to about 10 shards a day. I think it's slightly more if you go based on a third, but sometimes the drop rate ends up being about 25%, something like that. So you can adjust as need be. So essentially what I would do if I was you is, and I don't know how involved you are, because I do like myself some spreadsheets. So I would figure out how much 10 shards a day equals to and kind of keep track of where my Han and my Chewie should be. And farm it for those 5 days. If you are within about 5 shards of what you're supposed to be, then go ahead and do mods on the weekend. If you get to the weekend and your veterans are falling behind, they're more than 10 shards out, then farm your characters over the weekend. And you can kind of alternate it that way. But I think 5 and 2 is a good pace, and that should get you your veterans in time. He has all the other characters for JTR. Finn, I know we're working on BB-8, so he's almost there with... if he needs Kylo, he's also going to need Cantina Energy, isn't he?
Yeah, but his Kylo is what, 6 stars?
It's 6-star. But I mean, that's like another couple days that he's going to have to take out for mod farming.
Well, I mean...
Yeah, okay. Finish off your Kylo Ren first. So if you want to do 5 and 2, initially do 5 of the veterans.
He said he's buying Kylo in Guild Shop.
Okay.
So he should be okay.
Okay. Yeah, then do 5 and 2, but every weekend check to see what your progress is on your veterans. If you're falling behind, do more shards of the characters. If you're on track within about 5 or you're ahead of your curve, then go ahead and farm mods. Your priority is still going to get those veterans done. You're doing okay in Arena. We want to get you higher. Your main stumbling block is going to be your mods a little bit. And, of course, your characters. So, character-wise, work on your Han Solo. He's 6-star. You're going to get him to 7-star soon enough. He is a character that you really, really want because he helps you with a lot of the different metas and stuff, especially if you're looking like you're newer shard a little bit. Based on your roster, and assuming you didn't take a break, your shard is a little bit newer, which means that Traya is probably not prevalent on your shard right now. And so Han Solo stunning Vader off the bat is going to be something that really is going to help you. So you want to get your Han Solo geared up more. Yeah, and actually you can just like sub out one of your characters. Like you can sub out, weird as it may sound, you can sub out Scion and put in Han for offense.
Yeah.
And take out a team and then put Scion back on defense.
Yeah. So what was it? So that's just a lot of his questions. Anything else?
Then heroic AAT. He's looking for teams that can do decent damage.
He just doesn't have the roster.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, you're building your roster, so it's not like it's a major thing. I'm glad that you are doing heroic AAT.
Yeah,
you have your Kenobi at 5-star, so you're on good track here. Getting teams that really work well in the heroic tank, for example, will require you to have some characters that you don't have. Those are characters like Wampa, like your Kenobi, finishing off your Kenobi. A Hermit Yoda can help you. A Zeta on the Vader lead, don't do it. I'm just saying the Zeta on Vader's lead does help in heroic tank. But it's not a crucial one. It's just to help in PvE. But while you're making progress already and you're getting your Kenobi shards and whatnot, I think you can just kind of trudge along the way you are. I know it feels like maybe you want to do more damage and something like that, but you're actually developing your roster really well.
He's not in the future. Something that he's going to have to address at some point. Also, is his Jawas. He's only got two-star Jawas.
Yeah,
and you're going to need the reason why you need those is for the crit damage mods. You need 5-star Jawas to unlock 3-star crit damage mod challenge.
I know this is awful. I'm not recommending you work on it. Where's this Ugnut?
What? No.
No.
Does he not have it? I'm just making sure. If he doesn't have it, it's fine.
I hope he doesn't.
I'm hoping he doesn't either. I just want to double check. Okay. Now, I'm not going to recommend farming it, but if you're looking for a potential team, Old Ben lead with the Ugnaught does help to add additional damage, but it's not something chasing.
Yeah.
No, definitely not worth chasing. That's why I just wanted to see if he had it, so he can make use of the character. The one that you may be able to utilize in phase 1 a little bit to help you is your Phoenix. Because Grievous comes out of every time you hit him 7 times, he comes out of it with that AoE, and all of your Phoenix will counterattack. So that may help you a little bit with damage there. You have Kanan, Chopper, Hera, Ezra, and Zeb. So you could run that team potentially in phase 1 for a little bit of extra damage. He doesn't have Wedge. His Wedge is only 4 stars, so he doesn't really have a Rebels team. Doesn't have a droid team either. Yeah, I think Phoenix in phase 1 is probably where you're going to get your most damage, and then the rest of it is all going to kind of be pinging away.
Yeah, what you can get. But as so work on getting your arena team, right? That's priority.
He could Zeta Luke, Farm Boy, and then...
Farm Boy? No, I wouldn't.
No,
loads of stacks.
No,
okay.
wrong. I'm not even going to let you continue that.
Oh.
Zeta Farm Boy, get out of here.
I used Farm Boy yesterday in
I have CLS, but I'm going to put the Zeta on Farm Boy, Luke, because it's better than shush.
You've been spending too much time around good old Maurice, man.
You've been hanging around with your daughter too much, man.
Even good old Maurice wouldn't recommend it as an early Zeta.
Yeah.
He has 2 Zetas so far. His Zeta is on Scion and Emperor Palpatine.
That's
lead.
fine, yeah. But, so those are 2 ones. You probably want to do Nihilus.
Mm-hmm. But his Nihilus is only 5-star, so he has to bring his Nihilus up.
Yeah, so Nihilus.
I think
his Nihilus is gear 11. He just needs the stars. That's not I'm sure he's farming that. That Zeta for Nihilus is good, but it's not needed for your PvP team yet. You could probably start working on Zetas towards CLS, which is
working on Han. He's going to want to have a Zeta ready,
right,
to slap onto Han at some point, or even do that now and just have it done, and then not have to worry about it when.
I hope you didn't kill.
Yeah, those are the next 2, I think, to what you're saying, Mike. I think CLS's It Finds All Things, and then Han's Shoot First are probably the next 2 Zetas. Even though I know Nihilus is on his arena team, but
he's okay without it. He can be okay without it. It's really nice, but it's not a game-changing thing. Oh, Vigil Sentinel just $95. He said, "You guys stoked about KOTOR characters as I am?" Oh, yes, we are.
Yes,
we did a whole stream about it yesterday. And then I saw about slicing and splicing and dicing on Maz, and I was very mad. Everything else looked really good. Oh, God. All right, anything else on this roster? He's got a lot to work on. We just gave him.
Yeah. So overall, you're on focus with your Jedi Training Rey, which is good. 5 and 2 for your mods, but always keep your focus on the veterans. So make sure you're kind of looking at your progress. But I think helping with your mods will help you with your arena. And Heroic Pit and Heroic Tank, do the best you can with what you got at this point, especially with Heroic Tank. It's going to be too much of a detour from your current roster to try and focus too much on teams for that. You're developing your roster really well, so just keep up at that. For your Pit, we already discussed kind of a team that you could use with the Vader lead, so you can move forward with that. Mods, we looked over your modding well, just need more. Arena, and then Zetas, CLS, and Han. So I think that covered everything. If you have more questions, let us know on the Discord too.
Yeah. All right, Vex, you are done, my friend. You've got a good game plan ahead of you, my friend. Stick with that, and you guys you'll be on your way.
And we want feedback.
Yeah.
Monthly, at least.
No, that's wrong.
On how? All right, 3 monthly, quarterly, even.
Jesus.
How about that one?
Just let us update when you can, bud. All right, next one is
quarterly
keyboard's profile. Who's keyboard?
I don't know. Some last.
Yeah, some Scottish person from Ghost O Dagobah.
It's a sweaty.
So this is keyboard.
Keyboard at the Planet Eater. She's a fine Scottish lass.
Scotland is
from the Highlands, and she likes to eat.
How did
Keyboard the Planet Eaters roster?
How did Grande get her name wrong?
What do you mean? I don't think he messed up her name. She just asked for a roster
he didn't.
review.
She asked for a review.
Yeah, trust me. If he messed this one up, oh god.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not that hard for Grande to mess up names. I mean, he called John Moran John Moron.
I mean, see, this is what we're dealing with.
All right, so she just wants us to look over her roster in general and just see where she can improve on.
Well, I know she's running Jedi. God bless her.
Yeah.
She didn't say arena, so I'm not going to touch it. Just not.
No, she said everything in general. I need to improve on everything. I think so. That includes
arena.
She
wants to hear our. Oh boy! All right.
She might hate us.
I know. We love keyboard, but we're gonna be truthful. The keyboard says I'm lazy with arena. It's quite a keyboard.
Yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with being lazy with arena, but you could put in a team really that does better.
Yeah, you could. All right, so
here's one thing. She has a 7-star Palpatine.
She does.
That's gear 10. That has a Zeta on his leader with only 3 mods. Keyboard.
Why?
Keyboard. So are you intentionally just playing Jedi because that's what you like to play?
She loves Jedi. She said.
Well, I don't want to give. I mean, you have better tunes you can put in for arena, but I don't want to give that. If you're
damn it, Mike! Go punch swear you're dancing and tell her to shut the hell up.
I forgot. And
or he can mute himself. But yeah, so
I prefer the
what
punching aspect of it.
Do you just like running Jedi keyboard? Is that why you're not running the Sith and Empire? Because you have a lot of the characters to run a decent squad
let's
that I think will be better.
Let's just start filtering by different ones. So I don't see JTR BB-8. So let's look at Resistance first. If damn Galaxy stupid site. Why is this being so stupid?
And where's your guild in terms of raid progress, keyboard? Are they doing Heroic Sith? Or are you still working on Heroic Sith? So those would be 2 questions that will help us kind of know where to work.
I used to work with a girl from Falkirk, and every time she wrote the name Martin, she spelt it Martian.
That's the most random ass thing anyone's ever said here. Where did that come from?
Falkirk's in Scotland. She'll ken what I mean.
Okay, she said she likes running Jedi, so we'll leave you at peace with your Jedi.
All right, so she's got BB-8 already, 7 stars. Let's look at her Viagra brothers.
Okay, and they're not doing Heroic Sith. She said she has BB-8, but no Jedi training Rey. Yeah.
Let's see here. Veterans.
You made some
All
interesting
right,
decisions.
so she's got veteran Han 6 stars. She's got veteran Chewie done. So really, as soon as she finishes Han, she'll be able to get JTR. So that's going to be a plus for her. So that's good.
She's made some interesting decisions with her Zetas.
She's got some good mods, but I'd recommend she farm some more. Like her highest is 15. Which is still good, don't get me wrong, but you want to get higher.
Yeah, you can always get better mods.
She has a double Zeta Jin.
I thought he was going to say you can always get higher. You let me down, Stoner.
Can you take
yeah, of course you
me
can always get higher.
higher? Let's see.
Bam, bam.
I mean, I'm looking at her roster. She's got a lot of pieces that are there. 7-star, Gear 7, Gear 8. I mean, I'm looking at her troopers. I'm looking at her First Order. Let's look at Night Sisters.
Oh, she had a merger. Okay. So, and I hate putting it this way, but it's the way I have to ask. When you did the merger keyboard, did you get into the better half or the lower half?
Boy, she's got some pieces here.
She has the pieces. She has... I'm curious why she went some of the Zetas that she did. Because she has a double Zeta Jin, right? You don't really need the...
Yeah, you don't need double Zeta. It's not. They're not bad. It's for the Rogue One team. It really does.
She
Zeta
also has
Jin,
a Zeta on Cassian.
and you can use her in Heroic Pit. She's really phenomenal there.
No, but a Zeta on Cassian and double Zeta on Jin.
Well, the double Zeta, no, but having a Zeta on Cassian and Jin is. I could see that. Those are good Zetas. I mean, Cassian's a monster.
I'm wondering if she had a reason, because I don't want to critique it if there was like a reason behind doing it. Because
I most likely territory battles. Those Rogue One missions are a pain.
I mean, she's got the pieces that she could switch to a really decent Sith team. I don't know how old her server is, but she's got Palpatine Gear 10, Vader's Gear 8, Nihilus is Gear 7, 5 stars. No Scion, hasn't even been touched. I mean, there's a lot of ways she could go. She wants to run Jedi in Arena, which is fine. I would recommend that you get yourself a Hermit Yoda, because that team will really be a lot better with him on there. But that's up to you if you want to farm him or not. I would recommend Hermit Yoda.
Yeah, Hermit Yoda is a definite boon if you're running Jedi.
Yeah, he really makes them kick ass. And he really does really well with the JTR team. I mean, I'll run JTR with, in like Heroic Sith, with JTR, Hermit Yoda, Scavenger Ray, BB-8, R2, and do a really nice score with that. And then some people use Resistance Trooper. I mean, whatever seems to work out the best for you. I mean, there's a lot of different ways people run that team, but I'm just throwing that out there, that Hermit Yoda is that fifth piece that you can add a lot of teams while you're doing so. I did him with just Night Sisters the other day, page 4, and I was like, wee! This is great.
I ran into an interesting thing with GK and Hermit Yoda. Don't use Hermit Yoda stealth. Keep him unstealth. Give him retribution from GK, and every time any AoE comes by, he's healing everybody and feeding turn meter.
Yeah.
You can also call him as an assist.
Yeah.
That can be a fun one.
I mean, that's just constantly health.
He counterattacks when he's stealth, too.
Yeah, if he gets hit with AoE, he will.
If he won't get hit, though. He always dodges.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah, but I also don't want him taking any damage, so...
But she's got something that I actually want, which is a Gear 12 Isla. and Isla will call in Hermit just... I mean, the number of times I ran that kind of squad for whatever mythic thing it is that we have to use Jedi for. And the number of times that Isla goes and all of a sudden there's a zoom and everyone's healed a bit. And it's like, okay. Hermit assisted again.
Yeah, she's asking. She's farming Wampa right now, so she wants to know if she should switch. I would say no.
No, Wampa's 6-star. Finish Wampa.
Finish Wampa.
Finish Wampa. You'll love Wampa.
Wampa.
Yeah.
Hermit Yoda for me has always been a priority. If you're gonna run, I mean,
even if you have a 6-star Wampa.
Oh, she has a 6-star Wampa. I didn't hear that part. Yeah, finish Wampa. God damn it. Yeah, I can't argue with that. That's
yeah.
Vigilant.
You just agree with us.
Yeah, Vigilant Sentinel just noted $5. Says, "Are you excited about Bioware making a statement about KOTOR soon?" I didn't know that they were going to be making a statement about of KOTOR soon. Keep us posted on that, Vigilant.
What, KOTOR 3?
Or another MMO with the Old Republic, which I would be down for. I thought they had some good stuff from the Old Republic, but the story arcs were phenomenal in that game, but the end game stuff, PvP stuff, there was a lot of problems with that.
Well, it was an instanced MMO. I think that's what turned a lot of people off to it.
The story arcs were phenomenal. I loved the story arcs, some way more than others. They were really interesting. It kept you involved in the game. Then you got to the end content, and you had this incredible arc that you just went on. You're like, okay, let me go do the Java story. Okay, that's all right. Then you did the Revan story. You're like, oh, okay. I mean, that was cool. And then what? You're like, all right, let's do, at the same time you're doing the end content PvE, and really it was just the normal PvE is too easy. You can just blow through it, right? The gear was okay. And then the hard stuff, it was hard. I mean, damn hard. I mean, it took some investment, but it was not fun. I mean, I remember sitting there as a tank just like, I gotta do what? I was like, what is this crap? I mean, if it was here, people that play the Old Republic remember, there were some crazy mechanics that you had on there. And then PvP, oh Lord, it was so imbalanced, and they kept nerfing, and then they would make another class imbalanced, and they never quite got it right, with the introduction to a lot of stuff. So I'd be interested to see what they have. But I digress. We go back to keyboard. So really, what we're saying here, keyboard is, boy, oh boy, we need to do. How are we looking on mods? And mods, we need some work on, right?
Yeah. So
I definitely recommend farming them.
I think she needs
her mods are all over the place.
Yeah, we're going to have to get mods. I mean, listen, if you want to be successful in the game, you got to put a little bit of time and effort into it, right?
You have to focus your mods more. Your mods are, I think, on your first page of Speed Secondary mods, for the first 6 rows, roughly, there's only one character that has 2 of those mods. So your mods are very scattered.
Yeah.
You have good speed secondaries. Plus 15 is more than enough to do a lot of work with. But
what
you
about speed
need
sets?
to focus. Her speed sets are a little behind her other ones.
Okay.
They start at plus 11, and she doesn't have a lot of double digits.
We need to do a lot of mod farming for speed and crit damage. And you just need to pick, I'd say, 4 or 5 days a week where you're farming. Because you're almost done with Veteran Han. So you can kind of cut back a little bit. You've got plenty of time. So unlike the last one, Vexus we just did, he was in a different boat. You're almost there. So really, you can just do a couple days of vet farming and be totally fine. And focus on your mods. Get those mods up. Farm those mods like mad for 5 days a week. Until you have more mods you know what to do with. Get rid of the mods you don't need. But you're looking for those mods on the speeds, primaries, and crit damage or crit chance that have those secondary speeds, and then you can start pumping them on. Take them to gear 9, see what happens, put them on characters, or gear 12. I always go gear 12 with them, just to see what's going to happen. And then if they're good, then I'll take them to 15. If not, then I'm like, sell. At least to get some of them back.
You might not want to sell them with the new mod stuff coming up.
That's true.
You can slice them.
You might end up wanting to hold on to them until we at least find out what's going on. So you're not going, oh, I wish I wouldn't have sold those mods.
Oh, no.
But, here recently I've been following what Ranger was talking about for the mod store is keep your eyes peeled for the speed speed arrows. I found 4 of them. And now I'm broke, but it was worth it.
Yeah, I only look for those gold mods that have 5 speed. I don't even dick around with anything else, and the only time I'll buy a mod other than that is if it's an arrow with speed. You always need those. Or triangle with speed. If it's a purple triangle with 4 speed and it's crit damage or speed set, I'll buy it because triangles are a really pain in the ass to get.
Oh, dude, I got really lucky last night, man. I got a speed set with speed secondary, and it rolled a 16 speed secondary. I was so happy.
Oh, yeah, I had one of those recently.
It's like, oh, finally a good roll.
So, Keyboard, really, mod management is a part of this game right now. They are changing things, right? So it'll help you. I think it'll help players like you that are not interested in mods. One of the new changes they are bringing is that it will recommend mods for you to have. Problem is, you have to have mods to put there. So you're going to have to farm mods. If you want to wait till the reworks come out, which will be coming soon, where it'll say for each character which mods they recommend, then you can do that. But primary speed mods, you can do like 3 or 4 days of speed mods and then a couple days of crit chance. Just do that, and then farm a couple days of veteran Han, and then you're good to go. Stick on that pattern, and then you'll be fine. I mean, you've got a lot of pieces, but it's kind of scattered all over the place. Really, what I'm seeing is you just need to focus on a faction. Pick a faction besides Jedi that you really want to do. If you want to make Sith your arena team, you're going to have to take a little time, invest in Sith, right? Pick a team. I don't care what it is. First Order, Sith, Troopers, Night Sisters. Pick a team.
Galactic Republic?
Whatever. Okay? Pick that team and then focus them all to Gear 11 7 stars. Then when they're done, move on to the next team, right? At the same time you're working on mods, you can start adding mods to these characters, right? And then that'll help you too. You know, so this is kind of the pattern that we kind of get people in. Stay focused on target, and then you see the trickle-down effect. You're going to have to remod your arena team. If you really, really don't care, then don't even listen. But if you want to be successful in territory battles, raids, territory wars, you have to do a little bit of mod management to help your guild out. You know, because if the guild does good, you do good because you get better rewards. Typically, I say that with a caveat.
And we can help you with the modding aspect to get the right mods and at least figure out how to do a mod set for your arena squad. But it really just depends on where you want to go. If you want, it seems like you're doing everything daily that you need to do for your guild and that kind of stuff, and you're playing to have fun with your characters. So if that's the way you want to focus, then go ahead. If we always say this, right? You have to find a guild that fits the way you want to play, and it depends on whether or not you want to be casual, whether you want to be super competitive, or somewhere in the middle.
Right.
And so we're obviously more on the super competitive side, so we're always like, this is what you have to do in order to min-max, and you have to do this, and you have to do this, and that's how you get the best results and all that kind of stuff. But it may not necessarily be fun for everyone. So whatever you want to do, we can help you kind of focus. But your mods, that is probably something you want to focus on, because at least when your mods are correct, your characters will work better together, and you'll actually be able to have, I think, more fun with your Jedi.
You've got
especially
some really
if you can
good
like
pieces.
speed up your Yoda.
Yeah, you've got some really good pieces in different places. I think you've been kind of a little over the place. We'll get you a little focused, do a little mod work, and then you should be okay.
There's one that jumps out at me, which is, even though she's very keen on Jedi, and grats for not going totally into Eve Koth, but you got a level 53 7-star Gear 7 Mace Windu. That's one that I would suggest, especially for any guild. You know, you're not going to use him in game as a character, but you will utilize his capital ship somewhere in there. And
Galactic Fleet is pretty pimp. It is a pain in the ass to deal with.
It is, but level 53 7-star
not gonna work.
Gear 7 Mace. You're giving anyone that goes against you a bit of a free ride there at the moment. Yeah. So I'd, if you can, just bump up his levels, bump up his gear, and slap some abilities and attack stuff on him. He's not too bad. He's only Omegas, so.
All right. Yeah. But if Keyboard, you know where to find us. If you got questions, hon, you know where to come get us. We're always glad to help you out. So those are our 2 roster reviews. So we got some announcements we need to do real quick, right, Finn? On the Amazon wish list, we have a couple things, right?
Well, one thing in particular, yeah, it's on the RSG wish list in order to help us.
Please explain, Finn, because.
All right. So if you come to the RSG Discord, we have the RSG links section. We have some links in there for the suicide prevention following our charity stream. So that's there. But if you scroll just above there, we have our Amazon wish list as well. And that's due to Miss Ouchie Dumpling forcing us to, and we can't say no to her. So
no, you really can't.
The bad things happen if you say no. So we made wish lists, and some of it is for fun. We have the wish lists kind of that are for us individually. So there's Affinity Ranger and Tis McVenom wish list, and all of that is just kind of stuff that we want. It can help our stream more for decorations. So most of the stuff for me goes like behind. If you notice in my videos, they're usually on the back somewhere just for fun. Same thing with Ranger. You got like a Revan picture that's behind him. So those are more for fun. But we also have an RSG wish list. And the RSG wish list is to help us with content. And we just added something up there, which is a monitor. One of the things that will help us, in particular for Ranger side, is dual screening, because if you guys aren't familiar with the way the streaming works and stuff, and we like to kind of tell you guys what we're doing with the stuff. When you're running OBS, which is the streaming software, it takes up like the entire screen. And there's all kinds of bugs with OBS where you can't do a proper capture of windows and stuff. And I know I'm going slightly technical, but to simplify, another screen will help us put OBS on one screen and then do all the other stuff on the other screen, and makes all the transitions and stuff cleaner. And so we have a monitor up there. So if you guys can help us with that, that is up on the RSG wish list. That's the new addition. Plus, there's some fun stuff for us as well if you guys really want to. Still can't believe somebody sent me like a Lego set and a porg and stuff. You guys are awesome. And that's how I got the Twinkie maker. So we will use it for content. And I am working on the spam Twinkies. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's in the works. We were catching up on all that stuff. Did we put the dice on there? I don't think we did.
Yep, the dice is in your fun list.
No, let's put that on the wish list because that's for the D&D stuff. That's the first thing.
I think somebody already bought it.
Did they really?
Yeah.
You're joking.
It's no longer showing up on the
I'm so
list.
uncomfortable with all this crap, I swear.
I know.
All right. The other thing the other big announcement is we have started a Patreon. I have fought this for so long.
But all I can say about it is it's damn time, dude.
Yeah, I know.
About damn time.
I didn't want to, but one of the things we do here at RSG, guys, is everything we use goes back into the stream, and I've made huge investments. And the way it kind of works is YouTube's always behind, so I've gone into debt, and then slowly the money trickles in, and then I try to be caught up. It's still behind, but we're getting there. But one of the things is we want to put out more content, but the content that people really want to look at is characters and things of that nature. One thing I'm always asked is to buy packs. I'm just not financially in a position to, with everything we're investing for the stream, to bring the quality of the stream. I can't do both. I'm in that position. I'm finishing school so I can make a fortune, but I'm almost there. I was just talking to I'm actually going to be doubling up on my classes so I can get done sooner here. So I'll be done within the next 4 or 5 months. And so it's like one of the way to put out content is to be able to get characters 7 stars, make that investment, right? And we always make this an option for you guys. We don't expect it or anything. We don't expect any of you guys to get us any of this crap. We just like hanging out with you guys because it's fun. But listening to intelligent people and listening to the community and everything, people would like us to do this. The Patreon, so the other stuff still go to better internet, all that kind of stuff, right? But the Patreon account will be specifically that goes to the PayPal for me to buy the new stuff. And it'll be for my account so we can not only show that stuff so you guys can watch us buy it. My account will kind of become the public's account in the sense of what we buy and stuff like that. And then that's what it'll be used for. Nothing else. It'll just be for 7 starring characters and stuff. And we will be making videos of that. So Finn will have access and we will for all the new characters, breakdown videos. We want to put out a lot more videos because the videos we do put out people like a lot, but we don't have a dev account. So when new characters are coming out, and we're not going to give a dev account, we are not becoming game changers. I think we're pretty clear on that, right, Finn? So, but we still want to be able to provide you guys the content that you want. So it's just, this is the way we'll do it. So the Patreon isn't set up. We will link it. If you would like to donate toward that, you are more than welcome. You do not have to donate for that. This will only be used for that purpose only. I'm going to use it for crystals and character shards, and that's it. I'm not using it for anything else or anything. It'll just be for getting those characters up so we can do videos, show this guys to you, because we're always live streaming, and we can help answer these questions a little bit better when they're happening. So that's it. So that'll be for like Bastila and all the characters there that are out, you know, moving forward. That'll be coming. So if you are interested, we will link to Patreon. This is what you guys have been asking us to do. We give it in finally. Oh, God. So those are those two things. I think we covered everything, right, Dr. Finn?
Yeah, I think that covers it all. I think we can jump into questions.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I think we just call it the RSG Patreon account. I didn't call it the Fire Ranger.
We'll get it cleaned up.
Oh, Christ. Oh, Joe Jason, I wish I was Ravana Real Life Ultron. Oh, my God. That'd be so amazing. Let's see here. So let's get to some questions, and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah, we've got like 19 questions.
Let's do it. Let's answer some questions. I knew we were going to get a lot of questions, but we had to put out that information, so...
Yorveld, question: heard you talk about Revan yesterday being light/dark. What if his kit makes him switch like CLS call to action?
I mean, I don't really, for me personally about Revan, I mean, they're going to put out Revan however they want, right? If it's light side or dark side, I mean, that's the way the game... It's their game. They can put out how they want. I personally have said that, to me, this is how Revan should be. I think Revan is just one of those unique characters. I just think it would be really cool. One, I just like Revan a lot. I think he's one of the most interesting characters ever in the Star Wars mythos. And I think to really do him justice, he needs to be light side and dark side, Sith and Jedi. Now, that does bring challenges to his kit, but there are a lot of intelligent people there over CG. I mean, I've expressed that I'd be upset that if it was light side, and you know, but my God, we have 5 Hans. I mean, if we get 2 Revans, it's just like, oh my God. So that's just kind of where I'm coming from with that. His kit, I mean, that I think you can do it in a way that he's just universally good for any faction you put him with, because he's just that kind of character. Anybody else have any thoughts on this?
I think it'd be kind of cool to have Revan as light side, but then also you have the dark side HK-47, so it could be one of the first like true synergies if they actually developed his kit around HK-47, where a light side character has a ability sync with a dark side character. That might create some of the balance too if they actually do something between HK and Revan,
like Snips and Night Sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it could be done. I mean, so we'll see.
I mean, it's a cool idea. I'm not going to get my hopes up, though.
Yeah, we'll see what they do with it. I mean, it is a very intricate character to do, and I think I've been more than patient, and I'll be patient. Whenever they put him out, they're going to put him out. You know, they have a plan, and I know when our talks to CG Care that they have a plan, like, what was it, Finn, a year out of how they're going to do stuff and everything. So they've got a plan. But
No. We all know that they're watching the stream, waiting for us to come up with good ideas.
They're watching, and they're going, Ranger, that son of a...
You heard it here first. They're working on Dr. Afra.
Oh, God. So.
Take my money.
Chewy, question: will the mods finally have a new energy, and will they add hard nodes to the mod battle table, or keep it Cantina style?
That's one of the things that we were kind of debating yesterday, weren't we, guys? This is the thing that threw me off. So the salvage that you need to slice mods is going to be in the battles, but the battles only give like 1 dot, 2 dot mods, right?
For now, yeah.
For now. They're going to have to change it up. But the other issue is that it uses Cantina energy. So that's really going to put a lot of players, especially new players, in a bind if they keep with Cantina. And then if you're only farming for salvage using Cantina, you know, that seems really counterproductive, especially for players that are trying to make that decision. Do I farm the vets? Do I farm this character? Do I farm 5 dot mods, right? Because really, the only time you can do anything with these upper level mods is going to be 5 dot mods anyway. They have to be 5 dot mods, which means 4 dot mods and 3 dot mods you can still use, but you can't do anything else with them other than what their stats are. There's a lot of stuff in the air, but from which is what I read yesterday, there's a lot of questions I'd like to have answered, because if they're going to stick with what's there already, I'm going to be pretty upset, because you're putting players not only in an unenviable position, but then you're also, creating a just panic, because now you have people who have to decide those three aspects: salvage, mods, characters, with one form of energy. That's a daunting task. I mean, for the end players like us that have most of the characters farmed, like I'm just doing Super Pooper Trooper Commando because I have nothing else to work in Cantina. I can just do salvage, and I really won't care. My biggest thing is what is this going to affect for newer players that are in the mid tier that we do a lot of roster reviews for. That are going to be like, okay, what do I do here? It's a tough call, but we'll see what they do with it.
Next.
Okay, Sean Johnson. Question: who should be the fastest tune in a JTR team in Arena? Is it different for the Sith raid?
BB-8 both ways. BB-8 feeds turn meter to Jedi Training Ray, so you get him to go first, then Jedi Training Ray goes, then she can control turn meter or do whatever the hell she wants. So.
Yep.
BB-8.
You want him about what? At least near 270 minimum?
Or 300 if you're Loki.
Well, yeah. Loki. If I had Loki's roster, I'd never leave the house. I really wouldn't. But minimum 270.
Chewy, question: do you think any new tags will be coming in the near future? KOTOR, Solo, SWOTOR, just examples. I don't know if you all have any ideas about other ones.
I'd say like Old Republic.
Possibly, yeah. That's a good question. I don't really know. That's a really good question. Well,
I could see. I could see a Solo
Republic
tag.
Yeah, I could see the Old Republic tag.
But, yeah, that just makes the most sense, like the Rogue One movies, or the Galactic Republic tags. Galactic. The older one would be more efficient for them, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a ways they could do it.
Solo tag would be funny, because would it be the Han Solo characters, or would it just be the Solos that are in the Solo movie
tag?
Well, or would it be So is it going to be everyone
5
that's related to a Solo, or is it going to be from the movies? So it's like Kira, Lando, L2. Are those the ones getting the Solo tag? And then you have Han Solo from the raid that doesn't have a Solo tag. I think that would be hilarious. Well, Raid Han doesn't get a Solo tag or a Millennium Falcon. Screw us.
Well, that's the smuggler tag that they retracted, right?
Correct. They did have that in some of the screenshots, and they got rid of it. So it's possible that they'll introduce a smuggler tag for the movie. A Solo tag itself would be kind of funny, though.
Okay, Chewy, question: what will the next raid be?
No idea. I mean, I've guessed on territory battles being Geonosis, but I don't think they're going to be doing any more raids.
If we're going to get anything, it's probably going to be ship-related.
Ship-related. I think a new territory battle will come out. I think it's going to be Geonosis.
They would have to introduce a new currency or change the current raid system, because they're increasing the ticket value for each raid. We're at the point where it's 110, which means anything more, and then you're going to max out on tickets if you don't have enough, right? Because if it's, let's say, 130, and you're at 125,000, you gain 30,000, you lose 5,000 tickets after that. So they're basically at the point where either they have to, and it's not a bad thing, reduce the cost of the old raids so that newer players can catch up on Han and Kenobi quicker. Then they'll reduce the cost of the Sith raid and then bring in a new raid that's at the same cost as the Sith raid. But it's going to require raid restructuring in order to do that, or a different currency entirely, where you have to spend, 200 fleet energy a day, and then you can get 200 tickets, and then you can open up a raid for 100,000 or something, fleet arena tokens or something weird.
I reckon it'll be Scarif, Battle for Scarif, because that is space and land, isn't it? And we've got all the tunes already, so that it would be available for most players. Because obviously that's the other part of it, isn't it? You don't want to launch a raid that no one can participate in, or very few.
Mm-hmm.
Well, really, they did that to a lot of dark side players with the Sith raid. Congratulations, all your Sith are useless.
That's right.
And they really screwed ships for ages as well, didn't they? Yeah. Yeah, so they probably will do that then. Yeah.
Nathaniel
identified.
Mm-hmm. Nathaniel Miller, question: with the upcoming changes to mods, should we change our farming practices at all?
No.
Stay tuned. I don't think so, but we don't have all the information yet, so can't give you a definite answer. I would say stick to your plan for right now. When we get more detailed information, then we can make a better assessment for you.
The only thing I'd add on to that is maybe just hang on to your 5 dots for now.
Tenebris, question: just unlocked Hoda and have him at gear 11. What would be a good use for him in Territory Wars? 65 million GP guild.
I mean, he's good on a JTR team on defense.
Stick him behind an Akbar lead if he's really fast.
Yeah, you could go both ways. I mean, like Ranger said, he's good on defense with the right pieces. JTR. I like to use him on offense, though. I use Akbar, CLS, Hermit Yoda, and then either another tank or another healer, depending on what teams I'm shuffling with.
So
Mo Dingo, question: does it make sense to mod Treya with crit damage if you can get her critical chance above 40%?
Did the math in my head on that one.
Yes, but she's squishy.
Yeah.
Moment, it's just speed, isn't it? Really.
It is.
Wait, what was the question?
CD for Treya. Yeah.
I want to say you want her crit chance higher because she hits like a freaking monster.
Maybe potency. So when she does transfer all the debuffs from your team onto the opponent, they'll all stick.
Huh. I'm running mine with offense and health at the moment. Physical damage 2467. Offense set.
Let's give a definite answer here, guys. I want to say... I want to say you want to... Crit chance is more important. Even if...
So if you put a crit... is this about triangle? Crit chance or crit damage?
I didn't say I didn't hear triangle in the.
No, I was just clarifying because I'm just looking at mine. I've probably modded mine badly. As I say, I've got an offense set with 2 healths because I had a 30 speed. Well, I had a health arrow, and I got a 15 speed health circle, which is why they're on there. But I went offense set partly because it's got speed on it. I mean, they're all 16, 15, 14, and 13. So that gets her up speed-wise on offense, just so that she hits that bit harder at the moment. Although it's not stacking, is it? Personally, I would say you put the set on that makes her the quickest. And then fine-tune if she's not doing enough damage. But I would have thought she's doing enough damage already.
Yeah.
You just want her to hit more, and she does a lot of transference, doesn't she? You give us that, have it all back on 1.
So we've got 15 more questions.
Let's start rapid firing.
Okay. Doja Sun. Question: should I gear Sunfac for fleet or gear Magma for the Thrawn Magma combo first?
It depends on where you're going in Fleet Arena, right? And then we've been talking about how your payout for your Fleet Arena is just as valuable nowadays as your regular PvP. So I'd say ships, Sunfac.
I could see that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're already using Magma, 4 times? 4 territory wars a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, you use ships every day.
Magma. So. There you go.
Devil's Treasure. Any speculation on the KOTOR character kits?
No, we did yesterday, but I mean they could go all kinds of routes. But if you want to get our idea of that, just go listen to the stream yesterday. We went in depth a little bit in the mid mark, I think, of it about what these characters' kits will look like, and had some guesses.
Also, if you're looking for like a speculation kind of thing, there's a DB Official's got a really good video on YouTube on what he's speculating the kits will look like, at least, so that's something.
Yeah.
Okay, Doja-san. Question with the new KOTOR tunes, would it be smart to stop gearing my Sith and switch to maxing Grandmaster Yoda and Ezra?
Sith.
Okay.
Okay, Keyboard the Planet Eater. Question, do you think that the KOTOR characters are game-changing?
No idea yet. Until we see the kids, we have no idea.
Yeah.
They'll
Not
probably
until
be
the
like
special one arrives.
they'll probably be like a plug-and-play faction and have synergy with each other, but there will be that one character that stands out that we always go ooh and ah over, so...
Yeah, we'll have to see what their kits do before we can really tell if they're going to be game-changing or not.
Right.
They might just be like, oh, yay, it's another POW.
Kazakagi too easy. Question, is Janitor Jedi coming to the game with other KOTOR characters?
I don't think so.
Goosey Lucy Kabusi. Question, who do I need to go after to help in the Sith raid?
We've broken this down lots of times. JTR teams in the beginning, combination thereof. You can go First Order, Imperial Troopers, Night Sisters is a good one. The Chex Mix team for Phase 3. So those are kind of the teams you kind of want to shoot for.
Dude, don't forget about the Hermit Yoda Wampa teams in Phase 2.
Well, yeah, you can do that Phase 2.
But that's more of like long-term goal.
Yeah, I'm farming Wampa right now.
I got 1.2 million with my bounty hunters in Phase 2 the other night.
Ooh, that's
nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, Chewy question, is Revan or the KOTOR crew going to be the tunes needed to solo the heroic Sith raid?
They said that when the Sith raid came out that it'll never be a one-team solo thing. It's going to be impossible to do that. Maybe in like 5 years.
Okay.
That way.
Yeah. Chewy question, when do you think they'll be releasing the title update 13?
Within the next month, beginning stages of the first initial release of it, I would say.
Vigilant Sentinel question, Ranger, would you like a sequel from BioWare or Obsidian for KOTOR 3?
I with KOTOR itself, I would go with BioWare. They did. I thought the first two games were pretty cool. Give them another bite of the apple. MMOR, we'll have to see.
How long is the Devil's Treasure? How long is the roster review backlog? I think it's like 20.
It's 20.
So.
It's a little bit less than that now, but it's about 18 to 20. So we're doing 2 a day.
Yeah.
So you get it within a week or two with the pace that we're going for them. So, so the sooner you get it in, the sooner we can get to it.
Yeah, and it grows every Wednesday when Grande does his shout outs. So get them in while you can.
Right.
Because it's guaranteed every Wednesday Grande's gonna add more to the list.
Oh God.
Right. You cut one head off, 2 more grows.
Right. He is the Hydra of the RSG crew.
Okay, Camille Buhalski question, finally swapped Tarkin and Solo with Nihilus and Scion, and I run them with EP lead Vader and Thrawn.
Sure.
Question, what should be the kill order in mirror matches?
I always go after, you want to use your Fracture on Scion, right? Because it just becomes a nightmare. I always go after Emperor Palpatine first. Get him off the board. He's an easy kill. He's easy to kill, so that's my order.
Same.
Do that. You leave Scion alone, and then I go after Thrawn, and then then it's easy peasy after that. get Scion off the board next. And then if you get down to Vader and Scion, they just don't do enough to, especially if you still have 4 or 5 up, that it's like, okay. But yeah, I want to get EP off the board as quickly as possible because he's the one that's going to cause the problems.
Nathaniel Morgan, question: if I start mass hoarding crystals now, will I get 7-star Revenant time?
Yeah, if you can. I mean, keep your crystals, rock and roll, and you'll be good to go.
Contingent 33, question: I am out of farming on Galactic War currency. Would you recommend saving for potential new characters or using for shard shop?
They've made this clear. They're not putting any more characters in the Galactic War, so you might as, if you're missing ships, get your ships.
Yeah.
If not, if you have nothing in there to farm like I do, I just use it for currency.
Spend it on Cassian's Ewing because you'll get the most shard shop currency out of that one than any of the others.
Yeah, and get the 95 opposed to the 75, and then same thing with what was it?
You can do that with Galactic War. You can do that with casting ship out of Cantina. Those are the kind of things. If you're done with those farms out of those 2 stores, then get the ships, go get shard shop currency, and get those pieces of gear that you need for upper echelon.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 more questions.
Sure.
DSP question: since we are getting light side Revan first, is he going to work with my Grandmaster Yoda? Or
we don't know if we get on light side Revan first.
GK, Hoda, and Ezra.
I can't even answer that question because we don't even know what form of Revan we're getting, so I have no idea.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if light side Revan would work in that capacity. We could consider it a Jedi or what they'll make him out to be. So hold your horses on that. We don't know, and I can't even begin to speculate.
The only thing is that they have to do what we've been saying for however long now. It's like he has to have light and dark side tags. I mean, like you said last night on the stream, like the Jedi Sith faction thing, he doesn't need that. It's just the light and dark side tag to use him in every aspect of the game.
Well, someone brought up a thing about like for teams specifically to get the bonuses. I could see them putting Jedi and Sith in there as well, right? So that he gets bonuses from, like, say, if you have a GK lead or something like that. But there's a lot of different ways they can go with it. But, I mean, they're going to run him if they do bring him into the game however they want. They want to go light side Revan, okay. And then if they want to go dark side Revan, okay. So we'll see what they do with it.
Plus, they've been doing a great job of, not just making characters plug and play into so many other teams. It's like they have to, put him out perfectly, and we've been waiting for so long, right? He's going to be able to plug and play almost anywhere in our speculation, right?
Yeah, I think so, but we don't know yet. I mean, it's just speculation, so don't hold our feet to the fire on that one. Blame fan. Blame Canada. All right, last question. Sanely.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Thane Kyrell, question: who is more in love, Ranger with Revan or Grim with CG Carry?
Oh. I gotta say, I love Voltron, but I think Grim was fanboying the hell out of CG Carry. Like a little skullgirl.
CG Carry is really awesome.
She is amazing. She is one of us. That's the best way I can put it, guys. I'm gonna have to say Grim. Grim, do you agree?
All I have to say on the matter is, the same thing I've been saying is we must have done something really good in order to get Carrie on our side.
Yeah, it's because we have the big deal grande. No, I made that up. That's not true. I don't even know why I said it. All right, so that's all the questions and time we have for today, guys. Remember, tomorrow we have the Jedi Academy from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. where it's a Q&A show. We bring the best and the brightest of game changers and YouTubers together, along with the mental retardation that's just me and the rest of the crew, into there to answer all your Star Wars Galaxy heroes. So make sure you check that out. That's 10 a.m. Eastern. Tomorrow we will also be doing the Star Wars Mature Channel stream. So make sure you look out for that as well. Sunday will be our D&D campaign, and then next week we continue the cycle. We'll get you the links to everything. Remember the Amazon wish list, the Patreon, which we're starting up. We've got the if you'd like to donate just directly to us, you can support our channel that way. We've got you become a VIP, you become a sponsor for the channel. There's lots of ways to help, but the biggest way, guys, thumbs up and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, why aren't you? And if you really want to spread the word on our channel, give us a thumbs up, spread the word, get more people interested. We want to bring the community together, build it up, and that's how we're going to do it. So I think that's our show for today. So on behalf of myself and everybody else, have a great rest of your day. I don't know if we're going to do a Battlefront stream today. I may just do one just to do one, even if Fan Sale's not around. I'm like Grim and everybody will just hang out and I'll shoot stuff. Because I think it's double EXP, so I don't think I want to miss out on that. But I might as well stream it since I'm going to be doing it. So stay tuned for that. We love you guys. Everyone be safe. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Look out for the Battlefront stream. Look out for the streams this weekend. And, of course, join our Discord, guys. If you got questions about any of the games we're playing or anything we're doing, you're more than welcome to come join our Discord. We got over 1,000 great people in there. Even if anything, just send me some great people that love gaming as much as we do. So on behalf of myself and the crew, you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will holler at you later. Peace.